welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Today you'll be watching our coverage of the high school esports championships, and we're going to be kicking today off with some Rocket League action. I'm your host, Artie Rain, joined on desk by Colin Majunkin. All right, my friend. So this is, for us at least, an interesting treat because we don't, we're normally, hard stuck casting our Broncos, and in all honesty, as much as we love it, we love to see them dominate. We want to see some variancy. We want to see different things. And so with that, we are going into this with fresh minds. We've not been able to see the majority of these teams. We will be, I believe, starting out with Mountain Home and Nampa, two teams we saw before in the past at the previous Esports High School Championship. That is a mouthful to say, by the way. And I do believe that they are currently both tied for second place, so this is kind of an opportunity for one of them to, show up, post up, and be ready to take down the top dog later on. But for now, they need to fully solidify who's second and who is third. What do you think is going to be the ultimate determining factor in that instance?
From the previous experience that I had last week in terms of watching these high school teams face off again and seeing the number one team as well, and I'd said it there before, I'm going to scale every team with the number one team. The biggest thing was defensive rotations and backboard defense. I saw that lacking a little bit in the previous series before with like week number 7 this was in. So if I can see that from these 2 and 3 teams, I think they have a decent chance to take the top dog because one team looked mechanical, so I'm expecting a lot from 2 and 3.
Wow, no pressure coming out from Colin right now. But we can take a quick look at the standings that we actually have for all of the high school teams that are competing in this. Never mind, I stand corrected. I saw them earlier, but I might have also been in a fever dream. I'm sleep deprived. It's finals week for me. With that being said, this is going to be a best of 5 series, which can be quite gassing for some students. So let's hope they come in with the stamina necessary to come out on top. And it looks like we have Highland and Burley.
Starting in, this is also talking about not seeing a whole lot of common things before. Starting off with 4-4 format as well, which is not particularly common in Rocket League in general, so this is a treat for me to see as well.
I do believe the fourth man for both teams is technically a ghost player, which is intriguing. With that being said, we have a dunk come over from Dark, leading into the defensive third for Burley, followed up by Conception, and that's going to be goal number 2 for Burley.
Good little beat there. Way to follow off your teammate. Starting off strong. Leaving the net a little open. I would like to see that adjusted.
Yeah, you got to get to that back post quicker. Make sure the rotations are in place. Yeah, you're going to be leaving someone open, but would you rather leave your net open or someone undefended?
Almost a shot attempt there. Knocked away. Set in the orange corner here. Chaos trying to play a little bit of defense. Whiffed a little bit. He's able to get it out there. Now Dark Shepherd's trying to recover. Christos is trying to put some defense here. That's going to. They can't get it out of their side right now.
And Arg makes the save, cutting it mid in front of the net. Alright, he's going to have the ball hit off the ceiling, drop down in front of Blue's net. Like this, we pitched into the corner. Lots of ricocheting, not a whole lot of trapping and control, but Alrighty doesn't care. That's goal number 3 for Burley.
Just finding this angle here. Off a pinch as well. The pinch is in the right position at the right time. Top lift pinch, it's just that easy.
Kickoff favors Alrighty from Burley. All did hit front post. It's going to go off the back ball from Astronic. And possibly opportunity for defense to maintain possession at midfield from Astronic again. Pop it up over 1. Can they get it over the second? They will not. Menu made the save at the last possible second, but it's not cleared out. Another shot on goal. Double commit. Will it be punished? Astronic tries to, but it gets cleared at the midfield.
Ooh. Already over 2 so far, the attempts. Astronic's going to slow it down a little bit to get 50 off the sidewall. Now in the orange, Christos playing some bit of defense. Making some moves on the sidewall. Isn't able to get the ball clear. Dark Shepherd's going to send it right back. Might have a shot opportunity. Takes the shot, hits crossbar, and not able to follow up on their own attempt. That's a missed opportunity for this at a Highland here, but the ball's not out of the orange corner yet. Christos is going to be able to clear it. Send over the blue side here. Dark Shepherd's not able to get the defense off. All centered, but a bit too high. Is going to be cleared by Shepherd.
Dropped down under the 90-second mark. Highland's looking for the equalizer. Double commit from Highland on the save. They don't find a clear, unfortunately. Apparently Burley's looking for that one extra goal to make sure they have the security net to not force into overtime in game 1. Because overtime in first game of best of 5 is, yeesh, a little bit rough.
Very rough, definitely. That'd make it a game of endurance.
Oh, Astronic.
Not looking for it as overtime right here. Wants to make sure it doesn't go to that. Makes a beautiful read off a pinch off the backboard there. So far, you know, over 2/3 of Burley's goals have been off of pinches. All I'm saying.
The offensive pressure that Burley presents is definitely a force to be reckoned with, but it also comes down to Highland needing to find clears rather than just going for saves. They did get it to midfield, but there was no follow-up, so already capitalizes on the ball with no possession. Tries to get the double tap, doesn't find it, but
No backboard defense.
no backboard defense.
Already almost getting in the double tap read. And the other thing to Burley so far here is every time I see a potential shot to be taken, I see an attacker in position to make an attempt on the goal and to put the ball in the back of the net. So they follow each other off really well, and it seems like they have a good understanding of what it means to set up a teammate more than just centering the ball. So if you do that consistently as a team, wow, what a pinch! You're gonna find success.
Already in midfield, tries to dribble around concession, can't do it. Pitched up near the ceiling. 30 seconds remaining as we have Burley leading by 3. Dark Shepherd stops the ball on midfield stripe. That's going to be Chisot Smith brings it, who manages to bring it to the corner. Defense gets possession for a moment, already steals it away. Dark will flick it forward, crossing midfield stripe. Chisot is there, corrals it in the corner, looks to pop it up over 1, can't do it. It's still inside Burley's defensive third, but they just got to run out the timer for 6 seconds. Doesn't even matter if there is a goal from Highland. Game number 1 is going to go to Burley in a 1-4. No, okay.
Close, almost there. Out of the series, starting off strong. Burley. I don't think I don't remember seeing Burley last week. I could be completely and utterly mistakenly wrong here, but I don't know. Something about the name sounds familiar.
You're in
from
dead
last
week,
week.
it's okay.
Yeah. Final projects, just all my finals are this week, by the way. That's all I'm saying.
Mine are too. With that being said, we want to give some quick words of advice, as Colin gave some before the game, during the game, and I gave a few. But these are Doc's keys in Rocket League, and they are set the playstyle, understand the win condition, play to follow up, and sweaty comms. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers seeking competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And here we go. I wasn't. It still might have been a fever dream. These are our current standings with Rigby 7-0, so kind of the Goliath. Napa in second, as well as Mountain Home. But currently, we are still going to be watching Highland going up against Burley, with Burley currently in the lead of this best of 5 series by 1.
Starting off strong. The biggest thing is maintaining your momentum more than anything as you continue it, because you sort of alluded to it before a little bit with the best of 5. A lot of teams can end up slipping up, especially when you've only had to play 2 games and you're right on the cusp of taking the series. You can tend to falter and kind of subconsciously go into this, like, I don't need to try anymore mode. So.
Oh, apologies. It was actually Highland who won the first game, and the colors were swapped. Technology's not always our best friend. Please forgive us. Now at midfield, we have Dark Shepherd grab the ball, play it into the corner. It's going to be stolen away by Astronic. I agree with that momentum that you were speaking of. You can't let, the lead get the better of you, and hopefully we don't see Highland make that mistake in game number 2. It could go very back and forth, though. We've seen plenty of teams adapt quickly in game number 2. Really could be one such team.
And sort of as the sides were swapped for us, in terms of it is Highland that has that offensive pressure that was so important. They're falling off of each other. So if they continue to do that, as mentioned, that's not good.
Oh, that hurt my soul.
So it is a 3v3. I was wrong. The UI fooled me as well.
It goes.
We had it over this way. Trying to take a shot. There's no offensive pressure.
Oh! Guys, you can't just sit on the goal line. You gotta take space, create space. It's the only way you're gonna find clears, and you have Chisot end up getting demo sent to the Shadow Realm for a few moments. Dark Shepherd will make a save. Snap looking for an opportunity to get a touch on this ball. Just has to get it around one. Can't find it. Pinch when it lands on the ground. A double commit from the defense of Highland. Doesn't go punished, but Cheez-Its is going to be sent to the respawn, as will Astronic. So Burley has decided, if we cannot score on you when you're all here, we'll take you out of the game.
Not a horrible idea to go off, but when you overcommit to the demo and you don't play your defense right, you're going to get punished, especially with this Highland team. A beautiful two-piece passing play between Christos and I'm blanking on the second player's name. It was Snap. That's what it was. Those two players playing off each other. Got Burley's team lacking. Sonic trying to center it, trying to go a little bit fancy. Not able to get it. Shepard's going to be credited for the save here. Christoph trying to get a center here. Estronic pinching with the backboard, not able to do it. A little bit of backboard defense there by Shepard. Now Messi trying to get it clear. Is able to get it. Christoph's hitting in the wrong direction. Snap and a double commit. That's trying to make a little bit of a double commit there. Concept is going to turn around, but get no fruit from the play. Now Messi's on it, looking for a solo play.
Snap manages to get a touch, pops it up over one. It's taken immediately back by the side of Burley. We'll find a clear midfield strike, but it doesn't last very long. Like Shepard manages to get it sent over across, and another volley sends it right back at the midfield into the defensive third now for Burley. Finch doesn't slow down, doesn't find a clear just yet. Still inside Burley's defensive third.
Trying to get a backboard read. Sonic Messi are going to combine to try to get a pinch here. Christoph takes the shot, and a little bit of an overextension from the side of Burley's defense. Thought they had to clear, thought they had the momentum to push forward here. It's going to catch a couple players lacking.
Honestly, I would rather them try to claim field space than all be on the goal line like we saw in the first minutes of the game.
I agree. I would like to see, rotations, but if I had to pick one, I would agree with you. But as we're bantering back and forth, Nap is just going to get these two players just have a level of chemistry right now, and they're dominating Burley High School.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. That player who just scored, their name has special characters that don't like to appear. So their name could theoretically be Snap, but because I'm so tired, we're calling them Nap.
Nap, yeah. Or is that a... It's a Q instead of an S. I don't know why. Oh, Messi almost getting the dunk play. Not able to get it, though.
Oh, just barely overshot. Oh, there's nobody home. There's nobody home, but Nap whiffs. Cheez-Its is there to make up for it. And that's a hat trick, our first one of this series. Going over to Cheez-Its.
I really like the sort of fake there. Messi thinks there's going to be a shot on the backboard here for a pass. Nap sort of fakes it, makes a wider turn, gets distracted by Christos, and it's an easy open net. Puts it top bins, and Highland's going 4-0 right now at the minute 45. For the first time, really took the kickoff by themselves. It makes a really good defensive in-air commit, forcing the ball to the orange side right now. That's in the air. Shepard commits to the air, is able to get it touch over one. Messi on the sidewall trying to make a prediction play. Astronic is there to stop it, to get one more two. There's nobody home for the net. Their Dark Shepherd is going to get there just in time. Astronic going for the 50. Messi player gets around one, but sets off Christoph perfectly, not reading the opponent in the midfield. It's a goal scored on for it.
Here's my only concern. When teams tend to be winning this heavy-handedly in game number 2 in a best-of-5, as you mentioned earlier, you can get a little bit too big for your britches.
Yep. We've seen it time and time again, both at high school and at the collegiate level as well.
Get messy.
You get messy. I tend to try and tell my players, hey, just end it here. Make it the 3-0, and you get to walk away earlier.
I always tell my kids, respect this team. They are here for a reason, just like you are. You start messing up now because you get cocky, they're going to beat you.
Yep. It's happened time and time again.
There is never any team that is not good enough to beat a team that has big egos.
Wise words.
Fabulous. Threading the needle through 2, but got to midfield, and Messi has been playing back a little bit more, recognizing they can't leave the entire defensive third open for offensive opportunity. Makes the save, but there's the clear from Shepard that can't be followed up on because it's pinched by 2 members of Highland. Thankfully, it was not punished. Snap from midfield. I'm still going to call you Snap, my friend. Is that going in it? Nah, it's too wide. Is there a follow-up? There is. It's too wide again. It hits that top crossbar. The 4th man who's always there, never moves. Maybe you need to have a conversation with him.
So trying to play around a couple players. Messi, we're going for the pinch, does get it, but it's a bit too weak to make any progress here. And in the last couple seconds, Snap trying to go for a solo play, gets it up, doesn't have the elevation. Messi's going to get the save. Last time I remembered, Messi's not a goalkeeper, but is able to get it. And that's Highland going 2-0 right now. And I think I do want to highlight a couple things. You said it, and it's a combination of what I said before. You said they're just going for saves and not getting clears. And I see that more than anything with Messi's touch into the midfield that got returned on them. You need to make clears, and your touches need to be with purpose and authority. You need to be playing for the second touch. Because if you just play for the one and just hope it goes somewhere good, you're never going to make any progress out of play. So, yeah, I think defensively there's some improvements to be made, but more than anything, I'd like to see their transition period from defense to offense and their counterattack ability improve. I think if they get that a little better, they're a team to be messed with.
This is something that applies to both games that we coach. If you can't tell, Colin is the Rocket League coach. I'm the Overwatch coach here. The way this works is what you're doing needs to be done with a purpose. You can't just be hitting buttons and praying it does what you want it to do, which is why when I see players using a bunch of cooldowns all at once, I'm like, what are you doing? You have to ask yourself why, and that is where these clears become very important. Why am I clearing it to this location? Who am I clearing it to? Who am I looking to have the follow-up of this clear for? That type of situation needs to be taking place. All those questions need to be answered basically in a split second.
It's sort of what makes good gamers is they have the mechanical ability, because everyone wants the mechanical ability, but oftentimes the best players are the ones who can think and perform the hard mechanics at the same time.
Can we get Colin and Artie's keys to the game for high school?
I think we should. I think we kind of have to.
I heard giggles from the prod room. And yes.
The menu, the menu.
Highland did bring in a sub. Yeah, Highland brought in a sub last game. So Snap was brought in, and El Menu for the side of Burley, I believe, did get subbed out and subbed back in for Messi in the previous match.
A different team, a different mix-up. I like to see how it goes for both sides here.
Ooh!
Be interested to see if Highland's ability to coordinate with each other is a little more compromised with the sub here, or if it's just as well perfected as with the starting 3.
I need to point out, Conception it was in a 3-on-1 situation and maintained ball control for a significant amount of time as far as Rocket League goes. Snap gets almost a ricochet into the net off the corner. Ball gets cleared, goes straight to Highland's defensive side. Cheez-Its is there, can't get control. It's going to be capitalized on by Conception. Will Conception be able to meet this aerial? Unfortunately, Snap makes it there first, gets it around 1, won't get it past Dark Shepard. Now Dark, who's going with you?
Oh.
Hits that corner pocket, goes right back to midfield. I think that was just a miscalculation on the speed of the ball.
Looks like he hit that over the back of the car, hit that corner piece and just pops up. All right, against the other corner as well. Christoph's waiting there, gets a little bit of drift here, keeping control of the ball, looking for a pass, gets over 1, going for the bump play. I like to see it. Now here's Snap going for the 50, wins the 50, still in the blue side. Shepard's going to be able to clear it out, though. Christoph making a bad touch and a bad commit, isn't able to get it. Ooh. Menu committed to the attacking play, isn't able to get it. Now here's Snap going for a little bit of Musty, missed the Musty touch. And, but Christoph takes a shot, but it's blocked out by the Menu.
Menu screen just got pulled up. All right, he's going to pop it. Doesn't have pressure just yet. Dark Shepard was biding their time, grabbed it off the ground, but as soon as their possession hits the ground, Snap is there to take it away for a few moments. Cheez-Its tries to grab it, can't get it. Shepard does a bicycle, it ends up against the back wall for Highland, who has had that back wall defense. So fortunately, it's the touch and go and off the back wall for a second touch. It's not likely going to happen against that defensive sub squad.
I do want to point out we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this game with a scoreless scoreline right now. The previous games highlighted that Highland typically has like a scoreline of like 1-3 here, but this new Burley defense and offense has been able to keep them at bay, and they've been sort of trading blows back and forth on each other's nets.
I think possibly Burley with the swap out for El Menu, has managed to allow Dark Shepherd to roam a little bit more. We have Snap break past our back defense. Shepherd elevates, Conception elevates. Snap now goes for the kill shot, and it dunks down into the net. That's the first goal. We are in the sub 1 minute territory. It's still anybody's game.
What a beautiful shot by Kristoff there, getting it over 2 different defenders there, but unfortunately crossbar isn't going to be that nice to you. Now under this 2 minute mark. Only 1 goal though. Not exactly the buffer zone that Highland's looking to maintain here. Conception's going to take the ball off course here, giving it to Shepherd, go for 50. Shepherd's going to win it. Almighty gets demoed there. But Nap's going to beat 2 here. No, Menu got the boost, trying to play it around. Nap is able to do it, but gets bumped in the process. And a double commit. Oh, but El Menu the wrong way.
Please clear that. Please, one of you two, Conception, Shepherd, someone, go for it.
It's going to be bad. Ooh, Kristoff making a critical miss. One we're not used to seeing.
No.
Oh, wow.
I got to be cheering more for the underdogs here.
Valid. Ooh. Napalm's hit a beautiful little double tap, and all it takes is just a little floater to the bottom right of the net from the side of Kristoff. And so far, you know, really just hasn't been able to find their footing when it comes to these clears so far.
Also, one thing that you and I have touched on in the past we haven't brought up thus far is the idea that you need to be forcing the enemy team to react. You don't want to be responding to what they're doing. And by not attacking the ball first and getting into the faces and passing lanes of the other players, you are effectively putting yourself into a responsive-only situation and reacting. You need to take control, and that is what Doc's key of set the play style is. You are letting the side of Highland set the play style right now, Burley, and I know you can do better. So let's see in this next 50 seconds if you can shake things up enough to get at least 1 goal in the back of the net.
Also over on this blue side, Highland trying to put 1 more number for their scoreline here already. Not enough boost to continue with it though, and a miss clear on the backboard is going to give a 0 or an 8 boost Almighty the score there. We see El Menu fly across, not able to get the commit here, and a double whiff on the side of a blue defense. It's painful.
That's why you don't double commit. That's right there.
They were valid if we were on the backboard. That was a good backboard clear. Just gotta get the connect there. Almighty's gonna beat 1. Snap looking for the shot. Kristoff.
No. Kill.
They play. You gotta admit, you know, the Burley team plays really well with each other. They have a good understanding of their spacing. However, I will say they play very aggressive, and they're gonna play a team that's gonna boom the ball over their head, and they're gonna be in for a doozy.
So what you're saying is they struggle with clears, but what I'm seeing is they start getting boxed in like fish when the ball is in their defensive third, as opposed to trying to put pressure on people that are getting past you and identify who needs to go put pressure on the ball possessor and who needs to rotate to the back post. And that's what I'm noticing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I tried to put it in simple person terms.
You did. But with the final couple seconds here, it looks like Highland's going to be taking the series W with a 4-0 scoreline. A sweep, nonetheless. Something to take proud of.
Ooh, Dark, I appreciate you trying to follow the rule, but unfortunately the ball does get grounded anyway. Congratulations, Highland. You are our winners here for this game in our High School Esports Championship Series in a 3-0 sweep. Best of luck to you guys going forward. We can take a quick look at the current regular season standings. Boise High, apologies, that's the wrong game. With Rigby currently leading, Nampa Mountain Home still tied. Middleton, Highland chilling out comfortably right now in that 5th place position. And we are going to go into the Nampa Mountain Home game in just a little bit. I do believe we might be throwing to a quick break though, so that we can get players rotated in and out of the lobby and we can go grab water. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with some more high school Rocket League action.
NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
It's me, your Idaho Central Credit Union app. Rough morning. Is that a mobile deposit? I got this. Beat it, Charlie. We're making money moves here. Cha-ching. And done.
Charlie, come on, outside.
Sorry about the mess. I'd help if I had hands. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket. Dave, it's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena, and you are watching our coverage of the high school esports championships. We are about to shift gears or change loadouts depending on how you look at it, from Rocket League over to Valorant. We're going to be watching Valley View and Middleton go head to head in, I believe, a best of 1 series. Both these teams are ranked 2 and 3, so you're close enough to the top echelon right now that if you really, to make a meme out of it a little bit, T-pose on the other team so much and assert your dominance, so to speak, you can solidify that second place position very heavy-handedly and go into the first and second place games anticipating what could be a huge upset or a very even game, just knowing your own skill level. That being said, you have had the opportunity to watch some of the Valorant games, I'm assuming?
No, I actually have not. No.
So this is fresh eyes for both of us.
This is very fresh for me, yeah. So, I mean, the only information that we really have going forward, at least personally for me, is that Boise high school team has been a very dominant team over the past couple of championships that have happened, and now that they're sort of in this mix, I'm really interested to see how these 2 and 3 teams mix it up to sort of eventually face off Boise High at an even higher stakes level. And
it looks like we are going to be starting out on Ascent with a... Sorry, it took me a moment. A Jet, a Yoru, Omen, Sage, and KJ for Valley View with... Phoenix, Sky, Arrays, who's now passed away, Omen, and Cypher for the side of Middleton. Middleton's currently on attack with Valley View on defense first. Sage has walled entryway to A point, and there's a smoke. Enemy team is going to rotate out. Looks like we had a trade as VHS Meh goes down. Both teams tied 4 aside for each agents.
Both of these teams running, a double duelist comp here. I do like seeing the Cypher on Ascent here in engagement.
Healing over here.
Heroes prepping to go into the site. Door goes down.
Oh!
Ooh, the Euro's going to find
down A.
Just tap it. Don't have to fire.
Oh, but the classic is going to work out with that right click. Going to come in handy. Oh, but VHS game is going to get 2 there. Looking for a third. He's going to go down, though, to Worm. Aware that they're to the right.
30 seconds left.
Keep watching it, bro. 3 more seconds. Always give it 3 extra seconds. Gets pinched off, and Saucy will be the one to put the final bullet in the coffin. Valley View, our defensive team, will win the first round.
Both these comps are really interested in me running these double duelists, and then you have different levels of initiator here. Right? I don't think. Blue side, I don't think really technically has an initiator.
Nope. You are going with your duelist of Meh.
Yeah. I could see Yoru being a semi-initiator in the sense that one of the few duelists that has a flash available to them. And then you also have an Omen blind going in there. The smoke's going to go off, and immediately they are ego rushing this. The paranoia goes out. Could have amazing timing on it. The Nanoswar's going to get one, and Saucy gets one with the stinger blinded.
Oh no! Swaps over to the classic, gets the spike carrier. 205 takes down 2. Valley View once again coming out on top with only losing their KJ. Now, I want to go back to our conversation of not really having an initiator. I see what you're saying, but I raise you the fact that there's 2 duelists, one that has cloud smokes and one that has flash abilities and a teleportation ability. I feel like those 2 can wreak enough havoc, create enough chaos that they can act as the initiators.
Yeah, 100%. I feel Euro really is, in my opinion, either hit or miss. You're either really good at one-tricking Euro and you know how to play with TPs and the clones and the flashes, or you end up just sort of like in this weird realm of like semi-effectiveness but also semi-throwing.
Yeah, you're pretty much off your rocker. I understand that. We have a standard wall from Sage. As a Sage player, if anyone who's been here before has heard me, this is a wall I like to do, but depending on what the enemy team has, I won't do it. In this instance, probably not, because there's an Omen who could paranoid, smoke it, go up on top, a Raze who could blast back over it. It's just not worth it. I'd save it to cut off people later on. So we have 205 go down to Wormich. The Omen's dueled, and one Omen came out on top.
Smoke out mid, though. Nobody's covering mid right now. The KJ, ooh, your clone is going to catch a little bit of guard. They are unaware that B site was completely open, but now it isn't. It's just Yor with the Bulldog is able to miss, isn't going to find it. Nano's going to be the better weapon, but Nanoswarm's going to cut off them from closing the door here.
They said bananas.
Spike planted.
It would be kind of funny if it was bananas for him. Oh, Guardian's not going to work out. Not going to be able to click the heads. That's Value being down
Player standing.
4.
Well, I've got to keep in mind, Valley View is in their bonus round right now, Bulldogs and Guardian, whereas it's full ARs for the side of Middleton, and that is the first round for Middleton. But Valley View is going to come back next round, possibly see, as things will be a bit more evened out in this one, how to go. Both teams with full ARs, possibly with full armor. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Definitely don't underestimate the Bulldog and the Guardian. I've seen some players pull off amazing things with those.
Hold up. We need to talk about this. Meh. There is a thing that is called your team's economy, not just your economy.
Especially when your KJ doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Like you could have, if
Unless you
don't
get value
get
here.
these kills, you need to have split-second trigger finger and like instantaneous flicks with the op. You can't just sit there. At least game captain is going to pick up the op and make sure it doesn't fall into enemy hands, because that's a free 4,000 credit gun.
Yeah, that's brutal right there. And
Also have Tailwind procced.
oh, but VHS
Spike down. B.
they made a mid
205 with a 2-piece. Can you get a 3-piece combo?
Cover going out.
looking off. Didn't get a little bit of rotate here. The Euro is going to go for a little bit of mid play here. Might find the Phoenix. Is able to get it with the operator. Starting off at a negative value at the start of this round into the mid. And they end up turning it back around here for Middleton's last 2 players. Gonna have to find a way around it. But very disconnected here. Head hitters
Ooh.
probably looking for a late game pick from somebody getting lazy. But the Omens completely by themselves. If they attempt an entry site here, it's going to be real bad for them.
Honestly, I would suggest
30 seconds
saving.
left.
Especially with an op watching this corridor here.
But yes, for anyone who's interested in learning to Jet,
Remaining.
if you use an
Spike
op, which
down
since
A.
Jet is pretty common to have an op, have Tailwind procced when you're holding the corner.
Headhunter might have a beautiful timing here if they don't clear him. They don't do it at all. Gets one.
It doesn't matter if you're running out of time, just get the 2. Look up.
Oh.
Okay, that's our first pulling out of the melee weaponry kill that we've seen today. You know, taking almost 4 rounds for it to happen, I'll be fine with that.
We're going
As long as it
Headhunter.
doesn't happen again.
Headhunter brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, we're not in Europe. This ain't London.
True. So many memes flashing. Just sort of like a playback machine, just like going through. But that's Middleton going on a little bit of an eco here. Have the hero buy. Okay, not doing the hero buy. Thank goodness.
I'll handle this.
Ooh, this ult from the Euro gets so much information and value. Please do not overplay your stay, though. Great operator pick.
Both teams have ops. Both teams have ops. I mean, we killed the op, but the issue is that the Yoru came out of invis right in front of people. Like, go wobble them, make them stand in a corner, throw the flash above their head, and then shorty them when you come out. Don't just come out of invis like that.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I was talking about, is don't overstay your welcome here, because 9 out of 10 times I'm predicting the Yoru.
Oh,
Wow!
Hawaiian taco. That was spicy.
Doesn't commit the slow here yet.
I think that's fine, waiting until you hear people. I mean, you've
Yeah.
already committed the wall, dropping one of your slow
Slows,
util.
yeah.
I mean, like, you're therefore down to 1 piece of equipment.
Marshall V up.
All right, meh. You've redeemed yourself a little bit.
Just a little bit. Let's see. James Charles
Watch
will
out!
get pulled out. Puts the flash out. I like it. Not dry peeking an operator here. Not aware of the reposition, though.
30 seconds left.
It's just Cypher and Phoenix left standing. James Charles, can you get a kill? I'll be honest, I saw Cypher and I was like, oh, look,
Yeah,
look. But then I realized, oh, that's your teammate. Meh. There's really no reason to peek this meh.
I do like Valview playing a little bit more of the defensive, letting them come to them here.
10 seconds left.
Ooh. Wow, he's going to beat the operator here. But
Last
J-Dog's
player
just going to be
standing.
taking shots.
Charges left.
And Game Captain picked up the op.
Oh.
I mean, Game Captain is the follow-up, like, last bastion for the usage of the operator here. And Game Captain is like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't have a get-out-of-jail-free card, but it's fine.
That's the TP. You know, just grab the op, TP away, and you know. Once again, grabbing the okay. They did have a shorty there. Now on the full buy. Besides Saucy, but Saucy could buy here.
I wanting to know what Saucy's thinking. Are we gonna double up mid and both be staring at tiles or catwalk? What's the plan here? No, Saucy. Okay, I'm really confused about Saucy's positioning going in with a
Joke's over.
Yeah, especially when holding B as well. Maybe if you're holding Cat, ooh, that wall's gonna go down immediately. Gonna clone away. The flash might work. The clone of the flash didn't work, and Hawaiian Taco's gonna get the ultimate there. Oh! Just didn't see it last second. Good spin around, get one, look for the second.
Taco! Yeah, I love holding rat angles myself, but you can't do it every time. And the bald man came out, and the bald man went to respawn.
That was a good pop out by May right there. Meh. That's sort of why I hate that smoke, and I understand why that smoke is there. Here's the TP.
Play patient, meh.
Good idea. Heads
But
the
you
operator.
should. Well, you don't have Tailwind online. That's trash.
Just needs one more to get it. Turret's going to clear short here. There might be a flash by the Phoenix. Is going to come out. James Charles gets one. Looking for the second. Isn't able to do it. Saucy cleans out Warmich. And VHS is going to clean out James Charles. And that is Valview going up 5-1 here so far. Sending Middleton into an eco once again.
Middleton can still force a 6-6 by the end of the half. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
They are 100% forcing here.
Ooh.
I don't know if I love that.
I think going with maybe some stingers and then like 3 stingers, 2 vandals, or yeah, truthfully, just I think you need to go with the 2-3 strat. Unless
they have a plan to neutralize the op here in some way of either recognize where it is and hit the site that it's least vulnerable on, or have a way to get rid of it. Slow is committed here. Gonna put in screeching halt to whatever offense they're looking for here.
I also need to point out here that we see Value has not changed who's posted up where every single time. We know the Yoru and the Sage are always going to be here. We know the Sage is always going to commit wall. Why don't we force catwalk then?
Yep. The operator was watching mid. I don't know if the operator looked around to check cat.
But hear me out also. 1 op versus a 5-man firing squad.
No, yeah.
You might lose 1 person, but the op will die.
No way. Oh,
don't.
Wow. Okay, that the wall hack scared me for a second because I really thought they were on cat right there.
I'm really glad that Meh had Tailwind procced as well. It seems they learned their lesson from the first 2 engages where they had it on cooldown and did not use it.
4 stack on A here, though. Looking to execute. No smokes, no nothing. They're just silent walking into this. They're shift walking so hard. But are they aware of Game Captain? They are. Game Captain pulls out the flash, but it's too late. And it's going to go down to Spectre here, and Hawaiian Taco is going to go for a little bit of repeat. Does have res online. They also have lockdown, and they also have knives, while Middleton only has the Omen ulti, which effectively doesn't have too much value, but Paranoia. Oh, the timing!
Yes, Taco didn't even take any damage. 2-for-1 trade. We're going to drop the lockdown. It's going to force most of the enemy team, I think. Yeah, they have to get off point. I'm pretty sure that one's... Yes. Run away to wine. That's your only option. James Charles trying to get a flash out.
Doesn't have time. Yeah.
Yes, but the issue is that Hibbity Dibbity was not caught in that. I think, yes, there's plenty of time to get the defuse as well. 4.3 seconds remaining, and Valley View gets another round in their favor.
If you would have, if they didn't pause on the Phoenix flash, that Phoenix for sure would have had the chance to just like W key into that room, destroy the lockdown. But at that point, they're also putting up to a 50-50 chance of if they win this fight versus 205.
In the words of a great general, it's called advancing in the opposite direction.
Retreat. Still the operator online. Looking in the right angle here. Has the good read. Do they activate Tailwind? Oh, the jump peak didn't get out wide enough. He's going to be able to get out. Doesn't commit a smoke there. So has that online. Looking for one more.
Both Tailwinds were committed, though. So these peaks are now going to be a little bit more risky. Looks like Omen smoked off Archway to mid. Ooh, Hawaiian Taco with the Phantom at long range. I'm here for it. I'm a Phantom enjoyer. Thank you, Hawaiian Taco.
J-Dog.
Ooh.
Last
Looking with the
player
big iron
standing.
here. Looking to peek again. He's getting flanked here, getting pinched. Are they going to take the fight with Hawaiian Taco? They are. They grab the Spectre. They turn around. Jabate gets the headshot and the dink and the body shots, but it's going to go down to 205.
I need to point this out there, out here. J-Dog and I have the same crosshair. And if we have the same crosshair, I'm sorry, my friend, but you are doing something wrong. I have the trolliest crosshairs in Valorant. I have an Among Us, I have a flower, and I have a smiley face. Colin literally has his face in his hands right now. I'm telling you now, I'm only using that crosshair is only used when I am having a good night and not looking to play to win. I'm playing to be silly. I have a dot in all other instances.
There's a dot? Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. I agree
use
with
a dot.
Dot's valid. VHS taking Cat again. Last time they were Cat and faced against Hibbity Bibbity. They got headshot for it. Does get smoked off, though. Neutralize the angle a little bit. Got to take another Cat peek
Fake
here.
teleport. Time to jump.
My only concern is
Cat
that
just gave away their position. But it doesn't matter. Because they don't...
you didn't check it. You didn't check it.
Wormich didn't see the little TP thing go across the screen and realize where did that come from.
So my biggest concern here is that the people that I'm seeing peek the operator are using phantoms.
Spike down A.
Yeah, it's typically not a good idea. I do like this flash. It is gonna get.
Oh, the Colette! James Charles. Yes, that was beautiful.
Last player
If there's one
standing.
thing that James Charles is doing absolutely right, is I have hardly seen James Charles dry peek and angle, which I absolutely love it, and it's
He
gonna
says,
get.
"Come here, sisters," and then eviscerates them. I had to, okay? I had to throw it in there once.
Yeah, too. Has Spike here in a 1v1 opportunity.
30 seconds left.
Saucy, you know, you have the name. You've got to clutch up here. If you-
T-pose on him. James Charles, T-pose on him. Let's go. Assert your dominance. Don't forget to drop your new makeup palette release date.
Here's the footsteps. Has that timing? Oh!
Phoenix's
Okay.
right hands! No! Oh, James Charles, I'm so sorry.
James Charles will be fine. Has $1 million business.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll be fine. This right here, this
That
I
was,
don't even know if you call that a spray transfer. I think it's just
they were lined
skill.
up.
That's just called being good. What can I say? And catches 205 with a knife out there. Had the opportunity to clutch it up, wasn't able to do it, and that's value. 8-1 here. You know the KJ plays B. You know the Sage plays A.
Cabbages are out as well.
Stinger 2. Nanostorm's going to be activated here.
Ooh, okay, thank
Oh,
goodness.
he's able to get them. That's door going down.
The last time, literally yesterday, when I casted Valorant, someone did not clear the swarm grenades that were on the door, the door lever, and died for it. So I appreciate the fact that someone took a moment to listen.
Spike planted.
Figure where they are, and that's Mag getting one more at the operator here. They were these 2 Cat here, though. Oh, the Cypher Scan comes out. They're going to be a little bit aware. J-Dog's able to get 1 here.
Cover going out.
The 3v2 situation, they're boxed in, but that could be an advantage for them. Taco's going to get 1. Are they aware? Hibbity, gibbity. I couldn't find anything to rhyme here, but with the shots, isn't able to get the clutch up here. Value now 9-1, 10 rounds into it. Value showing a pretty dominant performance here on set. I should have said, oh, bibbity bibbity. Dang it. I want to find out how they got to that name. Hibbiting the gibbiting.
Something tells me it was a mispronunciation of a really, like, one of their old names or, like, a longer name that they had, and they thought it was funny, so they changed it to that.
It has to be. I don't think you sit down and that occurs.
I think someone lost the ability to speak in one of their games, and that's just what happened. That's what became of it. Like, for example, you know our Overwatch player, Bagel.
Yeah.
Previously a large bagel. Well, Moxie, an Overwatch streamer, once mispronounced his name so horribly that it made it into the Streamer Awards and was like one of the runners-up for the Clip of the Year. That
Really?
mispronunciation became an alt account username for Bagel because it was so funny.
What was? Wait. So I'm a little confused. What was the mispronunciation though?
I can't say it on broadcast just because I don't want us
okay.
getting accidentally
Alright.
in trouble. It's
Yeah.
nothing extremely bad. You can always go look it up online. But just in case, I want to cover my bases and just go look up the Moxie clip. Yeah.
I thought you meant like the streamer accidentally said like bagel instead of previously bagel, and I was
No.
yeah. But I get it now.
Instead of a large bagel, he literally like read it syllable by syllable rather than reading it as 3 words. And yeah, and then Jordan, of course, Bagel had a very witty response that is also in said clip.
Huh. Hopefully Middleton, after this timeout they took, catch a break here. No funny streamer clips from us today, though. Oh, what a timing on the smoke. Mad's going to get one.
Matt backs off. Doesn't even use Tailwind. That's a bold move, Cotton. Oh, your head is right there. Aw, game captain. You can still see the heads. You could have made the headshots.
Be an egoist here.
It's not the operator, which isn't against Doc's keys. You can ego peek him.
I don't normally like gun buddies, but I like this gun buddy on this gun.
I think it's so cute because it gets angry when you fire.
Yeah.
I use that one and I use the Riot gun buddy. Those are the 2 that I have on my guns.
You have a Riot gun buddy?
Yeah.
30
One of my
seconds
friends who
left.
I went to school with here at BSU ended up working at Riot. I didn't know that Riot people were how you got the gun buddies, and then he played with me in Spike Rush, and then he was like, I'm gonna go play comp because he's like Radiant. And he was like, by the way, check your inventory, and I was like, what?
Last player standing.
Yeah, that's how I
That
got
is
it.
actually sick. That is actually sick.
10 seconds left.
W friend.
For real. All right, J-Dog. You got this. Clutch this.
Oh!
Okay, yeah.
Let him cook.
It's all right to just walk away and save. Ooh. Oh, man. If J-Dog had just
round
taken like
in
2
the
steps
half.
forward, he could have dodged. Well, they could have dodged the flash and taken on that Yoru, which is just tragic. It's rough.
It is rough. It's tough here. The headshot was nice. So if anything, walk away with their head high because that was nice. And I'll give you props for that one though.
Good noodles.
You are an avid Guardian user though. I think I've seen you use it most of the time. And
You know, I was waiting for it. I'm fine with the transition away from using the operator. Shake it up a little bit. Turn them into Swiss cheese. Channel your inner Alden to shout out one of our BSU players.
was able to get a headshot. Didn't get no kills from it.
I mean, you're wall banging with the Odin through with the headshot. I don't think you need a perma kill.
Oh no, yeah. But I think Raze is what happened here. Oh, the reload is going to be your downfall.
It is very long and very slow.
The lockdown? Gonna box them in here, force them to make a play here. It is a wall bangable spot that you just put it in there. J-Dog goes down. So does Wormich. So does James Charles. And Middleton's gonna switch at the half here.
Switching sides.
Cover the op. Doesn't mean anything. Now all Valview needs is just 2 more rounds here. I believe it is a best of 3.
Perhaps Milton is an offensive team.
It is entirely possible. We've seen it before. We've seen.
Apologies, a defensive team.
Yeah, but I knew what you meant.
I appreciate it.
But you've gotta make up 12 rounds here.
I have seen
You
teams
cannot falter.
lose like 8 rounds in a row. Not pointing fingers. At our own arena right now. So, you know.
So it's a plausible feat. Ooh, a good flash from James Charles. Has 3 of them. Stay on the left side, but decided to challenge him with the frenzy, which, as broken as it is, miracles don't happen all the time. J-Dog wisely pulls out into the smoke here, but are they aware there's a jet lurking in the smoke? Now they are. They're going to get 2 with it. They have the numbers advantage here.
Honestly, we're going into a situation where Middleton has to win. Theoretically, if they win this round, Saucy clutches this.
Oh!
Saucy's gonna clutch this. Okay.
Can't use that yet.
We need to do basically what our home
Match
home
point.
squad did on Ascent yesterday. which is someone get an ego. And I know we don't always support this, but I feel like when you need to assert dominance, and I can't believe I keep saying that, when you need to make a comeback, someone needs to grab the reins and be like, okay, I'm going to do it. And yesterday it was Sky with an operator. Not Sky in the game, but our player Sky.
That's my job.
With an op.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to grab an op, but I'm saying you need to put the other team on the back foot.
I 100% agree with that statement because I genuinely do think some of the best players, it needs to be a combination of like confidence and ego, because a lot of times some of the crazy things that end up working, you've got to have the confidence to ego peak that, and game captain's going to get away with one of the luckiest things ever, but pay for it at the end of the day. And an absolute chaos of a round, Middleton's now managed to even out the numbers.
One enemy remaining.
Not anymore.
You just got to find that one person who can, clutch you that 9-round win streak and play around that person. And honestly, James Charles has popped off multiple rounds here. I think you got to facilitate James Charles a little bit more.
But a stinger is probably not the best weapon to clutch up with.
No, but it's okay. You mentioned it earlier. It's not a best of 1, it's a best of 3, so I do stand corrected. Oh, wait, no, it's a best of 1.
Okay.
I was right.
I was wrong.
Heck yeah. We had a quite high five. Congratulations, guys. Valley View, nicely done. Middleton, best of luck next time, but of course, this is a series. It's not just a one-and-done type situation, so even if you don't manage to bring yourself all the way up to the #1 team, if, say Valley View ends up becoming #1, say you lost to the best, you always got to look at it from the most positive angle possible. With that being said, because Valorant is such a long game, we do this after every series. It doesn't really matter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with more high school esports action, so don't go anywhere. Maybe grab some water, use the restroom, but we'll be back in a few minutes.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
It's me, your Idaho Central Credit Union app. Rough morning. Is that a mobile deposit? I got this. Beat it, Charlie. We're making money moves here. Cha-ching. And done.
Charlie, come on, outside.
Sorry about the mess. I'd help if I had hands. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket. Dave, it's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
welcome back to this Boise State Esports broadcast coming from the Boise State Esports Arena. You are watching our coverage of the High School Esports Championships. We are once again going to shift gears and change over to Rocket League, where we're going to watch the Mountain Home Squad take on Nampa. Both these teams are currently tied for second place. It's time for one of them to finally put themselves at the top rung and say we're going to take on the #1 seed for you guys. Best of luck next season. With that being said, I'm still your host, Nerdy Bird Rain, joining me on desk by Colin Majunkin. All right. Tell me a little bit about these teams. What do you anticipate? What do you want, so to speak, going into this game?
What I want, it's basically what I previously said the first time around, was essentially if I can see a lot more backboard clearing, somebody not dedicated to the backboard, but having the understanding of when the rotations need to happen to get onto the backboard. It's important to understand of like when there's somebody in net already, typically backboard is very important to take as a secondary precaution. And then as a solo defender, if you're last man back, it's important to understand. I'm probably going to take the lower thirds of the net, not the backboard there. And secondly, from the last series that we saw was the ability to play off of a counterattack, of realizing when a team plays so far up, I just need to boom the ball to get over their heads, or I need to maintain possession to get the ball to a teammate to make a play happen.
Truthfully, the one thing I hope to see is clears being made with a purpose, not just, I don't want to see volleyball going back and forth. We're playing Rocket League. It's soccer in essence. It's not volleyball. So, but, our words can only go so far. Truthfully, the one that is the master of all, truly, here at Boise State is going to be Doc, and he comes to us with Doc's keys to the game in Rocket League, which are set the play style, understand the rotations, play to follow up, and sweaty comms. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
How I know these keys are important is even our very own players, our Overwatch players, can almost recite them just off the top of their heads. That's how I know they're important.
And we can take a quick look at the standings. Rigby on top, currently 7-0, but Nampa, Mountain Home, Middleton, all tied currently 6-1. So, well, yes, we mentioned this is a tie for second place right now. We have a three-way tie, so, we'll have to see it. Currently, this is a three-way tie. It will be broken because Nampa and Mountain Home are about to go into their 8th game. So we're going to see which one comes out on top. I can math.
Mathin is hard. I didn't go to college to do the mathin.
I did. And then I changed majors.
Don't we all?
I'm an education major now, guys. Education design specialist. I got my undergraduate, okay? Let the record show. So we go into kickoff. It's going to be pinched towards the ceiling. And shot on goal by Bruh. Goes in. I need the soundbite. I can't do it justice. I need the soundbite.
Probably one of the most interesting passes I've ever seen in my life. Flicks gets a pinch with the ground, sending it backwards as the back pass to set up the teammate for the shot. You gotta clip that, and you gotta post that somewhere because that was crazy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was that the Boise Esports
It
goal
was.
animation? I'm here for it. I like it. I'm a Boise fan.
Mm-hmm.
And G-Dot will find the second goal of the game as well.
Already starting off. Polarizing end so far. Back into the 0-0. Run it back a year. That's what I'm saying. Complicated 0-0. No!
Ooh, shot on goal, but we have some of the cross-map attempt to go coast-to-coast aerial play from Dragon. Gets thwarted. Follow from G-Dot. Doesn't find anything. Side by Bruh. And at midfield, Bruh takes the shot. G-Dot interrupts it, sending it right back. There's a lot of volleyball going on so far. No more winning. You sound like the friend that it basically ends up with me on their Rocket League team because they may be winning, but there's no more winning when I'm playing with you. And now Dragonism looking for an opportunity to get involved in the play, possibly take the ball away from Zero, as it gets flicked across the midfield stripe.
You want to point out that Nampa was the team that ended up winning this championship last time around as well. And Dragonism was the player that got player of the game for it all. So definitely a player to keep your eyes out for. Didn't perform a little more offensively inclined. A shot on net. J-Dot's going to be able to Play some sidewall defense. Make a beautiful save. Flakers trying to get passing play to develop there. Not able to do anything.
Lewis got it over one. Couldn't maintain possession. Dragonism from mid. Takes the shot, but it goes too high. There wasn't even a backboard defender there. He just waited it out. Lewis stops the ball in mid from crossing. It gets pinched. Still inside Mountain Home's half of the field. Bruz going to play it off the wall. Follow-up is not from Bruz teammates, which is unfortunate. Actually, it is. The orange and the red, I may not be colorblind, but they look borderline the same to me right now.
They're pretty close. They're on for a loop. The only one that I can distinctly remember is 0.
Yeah.
Up the sidewall there. Flicks trying to set themselves up. Getting an interesting flick themselves off the top of the car. Dragonism playing sidewall defense there. And we're winning. They're trying to start it once again. J-Dot getting a weak touch though. Lewis is there to recover. And when he's throwing the ball, keeping to the sidewall there, but J-Dot's able to recover, but gets 50'd off the sidewall. Now it's back in orange possession. Number 1 takes a shot, and Dragonism is going to get the beautiful save and get a demo to boot for it all. But Lewis is going to make a touch, send it right back over, game of possession. Going to try to play some defense, going to whiff the touch, giving No More Winning a chance to score the ball. Is going to be able to do it. This ball progresses over to the orange side here. Flakes setting up the opposition, but they aren't going to be able to do anything about it.
We have crossed the halfway point. We're still sitting at that it's complicated 0-0 score line. Could go either way, or we could go into overtime. If how it's going, we might see overtime. But in game number 1 to see overtime, yikers. Best of luck with both these teams with their stamina if it's going to be so close the entire series.
Ooh. Blake's not able to get there in time. I wonder if the forward flips actually messed them up a little bit. I guess I'm not going to get a better angle here. Yeah, maybe that second flip may have been counterproductive, but nevertheless, it's only a 1-goal lead on the side of Nampa here with still 2 minutes left remaining. So you're definitely able to take advantage here to shot the backboard. Could be a follow-up.
No more winning.
Woo!
No more winning, and we're right back where we just were. 0-0 score line, just about under 2 minutes remaining. Now, I was going to mention that it's like, okay, one school looking to get that extra goal to make sure that there is no equalizer opportunity in the last couple seconds of the game, put themselves in the lead by 2, where the other school's just looking for that equalizer. Now, both teams looking for 2 goals.
Going to get that buffer zone, trying to carry it over. Lewis tries to make the read, not able to do it. No More Winning goes up to contest Dragonism, also isn't able to follow up. Lewis is going to get a demo on the leading 0 right there. Trying to play some defense here. The team, a shot on net by J-Dot. It goes in the goal, but then just pops right back out. Flips is going to be able to get a clear. Now Dragon is on the case, going to get one touch over, trying to make a read, decides to go down, leave it for a teammate. No More Winning. An interesting touch. That touch alone might have been the reason why that ball didn't go to the back of the net.
No More Winning gets
the
redirect, but not the clear, but makes back-to-back saves, even off of J-Dot's shot. Bruh goes forward, has the ball taken away by Dragonism. Elevation from Flicks at mid, sends the ball to the back wall for Nampa's half of the field. No More Winning tries to flick it into the middle of the net to get a teammate to follow up, but both have rotated back out as they were low on boost. No More Winning is sitting at 0 in the tank. We are tied 2-aside with 60 seconds remaining. Still anybody's game.
Goes up, gets one touch, looking for a couple more. Doesn't have a whole lot of boost to carry with it, though. Looking for a setup instead. J-Dot is up, was there for the ball, but gets 50'd out, and the defense stays strong here. No More Winning, getting a little bit of pass out to midfield here, but 0 is going to be able to quick it up. Dragonism gets the beat, though. Only 2 defenders in net here, and nobody pressing the advantage. Gets 50'd out. No More Winning gets a pinch on the side of the wall, and a little bit of a triple commit, honestly.
No More Winning, is that the breakaway?
No.
I love how you just went completely flat-toned and gave me the truth of the situation. Man.
I'm a truther, what can I say?
All right, Josh.
I don't get that. The final second counts down. Dragonism is still up for the air. Try to go for it, isn't able to do it. We go 0 second, and I feel this overwhelming pressure of disappointment to the host right now. I feel like you're going to tell me what it is, and I'm going to feel very dumb.
You might. With that being said, well, wait until the end of this game because we need to see who finds this golden goal. We're 10 seconds in. No one has found it. Bruz going for the triple dodge off the back wall. There was no defense, but Dragonism, as well as someone else, managed to get a touch on it. Crosses midfield stripe. Lewis Jr. can't get a touch. No more winning. Elevates. Are you going to go to the midfield and flick it to someone else? Yes, you get it over one. You still maintain possession, but Dragonism says no more, my friend, and takes away the ball.
Beating out 2 there. Oh!
And golden goal.
In a quick 10-second succession, Dragonism shows off the skill. Why they got the player of the game last time is going to beat out the 2 defenders and give Lewis Jr. the easiest goal they probably had of their life. And they're going to take game number 1, pushing all the way to OT.
All right, I need to explain this now
Right.
while the stat screen is up. There was a show on Nickelodeon called Drake and Josh.
Yes.
Drake says to Josh, "Are you calling me a liar?" And Josh says, "Well, I ain't calling you a truther."
Yep, the dumb is settling in. The feeling of feeling dumb is settling in. For the record, I know that show.
Good.
I've watched it.
Good. Okay, I feel less bad. I know sometimes it goes over people's heads. With that being said, this is still a best of 5 series, so it's anybody's game. Dragonism, obviously something to look out for. I mean, I think no more winning also. Like, there were multiple times where both of them showed some aerial prowess. Both showed opportunities to make great saves. There isn't a whole lot more I can ask from these teams other than maybe clean up the midfield possession. Just a tiny bit more. Midfield can really make or break a game, and if there is nothing happening in the midfield, i.e. we're just sending the ball back and forth a lot, it's not Rocket League, it's volleyball.
One of the biggest things you can do that's sort of not really a high-level mechanic, but something that a lot of players forget to do consistently, is to not rotate all the way back to your side for full boost. You can sit in the midfield with about 40 boosts, picking up penny pads. Pick up two or three, you're right back up at like from 0. If you pick up 5, you're at 50, which is more than enough to make a play with your teammate. And I feel like that's the biggest thing to play off the midfield here. But Flix honestly has got to be another player I got to highlight on the side of Mountain Home for being a very fairly consistent player.
Lewis has done great as well. I mean, Bruh had moments too, and so did G-Dot. I mean, all of this seems like a fairly balanced game. It just is really, it's going to come down to who is able to facilitate their teammates' play style a little bit more and play and capitalize on mistakes. Barrel roll from Bruh makes a save at the last second, so G-Dot's goal does not go in. Ooh! Oh, wait, okay. Again, orange and red. Oh, my eyes.
Taking a shot on net, blocked out by no more winning here. Dragon's going to boom it over to the corner here. Red's going to control it. Dragon's going to go for a little bit of back pass here. Might find the teammates off guard here. There's Flick to make a touch. No more winning now to get one more. Gets the recovery here. Now only has J-Dot to deal with it. J-Dot booms it up. Brez Zeros elevates for it. Only gets one touch. Might be looking for the second. Gets beat by Dragonism. It's going around now. No more winning. Take it in front of their net. Could be dangerous though. Just deciding to cut inside of J-Dot. Isn't able to get any success out of it. Now Flicks under pressure from Dragonism. Able to get the 50, but J-Dot's there to pick it up easy. The pass over to Max Jr. Max Jr. did not commit to it. And it was Brez Zero that gets one more touch. And no more winning with the pinch off of Max Jr. But once again, so many opportunities so far for both of these teams to score a goal. Nobody's been able to turn it into profitable fruit.
Ooh, double commit, attempt to thread the needle from no more winning. Does get thwarted by it, and the double commit goes unpunished, not no more winning. Tries to pass in front of his own goal, and it's G-Dot who makes it over 2. This is where you really got to adjust and be ready for it, because that pass was, that puts you in the danger zone.
Yeah.
You don't go there. Passing in front of your own goal is extremely risky, and that is case in point as to why.
The biggest thing ever is nobody committed to J-Dot there. Nobody contested J-Dot's possession there, which is a really big thing, especially when somebody is uncontested in front of your net, much like Lewis Jr. there, with nobody contesting in the air. No more winning makes a bad commit, stuck on the backboard, makes another bad commit as well, and you leave Brez Zero in the middle of the net.
What you're saying is, for those of us that do not have as high a Rocket League knowledge as you do, is you need to put pressure on the person with ball possession who's going to take the shot and apply pressure to the shot itself. Like, there needs to be someone who is basically aware that there is someone who's currently free, but is taking the risk because they need to be available to make the save while someone else is putting pressure on the person with possession.
It's Flick's responsibility as a defensive first man to put it in reverse there and make sure that ball goes over his car to eliminate the threat of it possibly getting to a teammate. And yes, there's still the chance of like it goes over your car and still pinches and connects with the teammate that's waiting for it on the side of Nampa, but that possibility goes so much lower when you play that first man, that selfish first man role accurately.
Gotcha. All right. I need to keep accurate with everything that Colin is saying. He's instilling knowledge within me that unfortunately my memory of a goldfish will not hang on to in all instances, but hopefully I can translate it into getting out of plastic ring.
You were pulling out some knowledge we were talking about like 3 weeks ago. You got the brain.
I appreciate the compliment. See if No More Winning can make a big brain play here off the wall. Gets it past one, but can't get it past G-Dot. It seems like if Dragonism can't make the connection, it's going to be G-Dot or Lewis Jr. to do so. Lewis is too high to get involved with this play just yet. It does get tapped up, allowing Lewis to corral it into the corner. No More Winning comes in, but comes in too late. Ball's crossing midfield stripe. We have a pinch play, and it's just a little bit too wide of the net.
A little bit of a dunk from Dragonism there. Is going to get J-Dot might be able to stick with this ball. Is going to be able to do it. Max Lewis making a read off of No More Winning. But now it's No More Winning here that elevates off the sidewall. Looking to make a solo play out of it. Is he able to do it? Brud Zero off the side of the backboard there. And Dragonism with a beautiful flick over the last defender. That is high dispatch of the opposition right there. Textbook play from Dragonism. Love to see it.
This is what's tragic is that played too far back, wasn't able to read where the shot was going, and the rest of the team was too far forward on the initial assault to come back and apply pressure to the play that was happening.
And what is such a close first game has now turned into Nampa taking a 3-0 lead with about 1:15 left here. Mount Home's got to get on the horse right now and make something happen within the next like 20 seconds, or they're going to put themselves in a horrible position, and that horrible position is match point.
I think both teams are still trying to shake the cobwebs out a little bit.
Oh yeah, probably a little. Oh, No More Winning, almost getting a little bit of own goal there, unintentional. Ooh, beats out one, trying to beat out Dragonism. Isn't able to do it.
Oh no way! Oh, okay. That would have been just a little bit unfair. The gods of the game might have been shutting on you a little bit too much, Dragonism, if that went in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Rocket League gods are true. Anyone who disagrees is
obviously
foolish.
Never been in a Rule 1.
Yeah, never been in a Rule 1. Ooh, Dragonism.
Oh, Dragonism.
Oh,
Flicks was just a little bit too far back at the goal. I think we'll see it on the replay here. It's better to be in front of the goal, not inside of the goal. It's a risky save either way. You see back up to try and get in, and the rule is the ball has to, every pixel, because I've seen screenshots where there's one pixel out of place, has to cross that goal line, and every pixel did.
Rocket League's a funny goal or a funny game in that sense of when you put the ball on target there. Dragonism still sticking with this ball here, trying to make a play off of Lewis's touch. Decides not to go for it. J-Dot was the one that made the commit to it. Now it's Flick to the possession here, trying to beat out Dragonism. Isn't able to do it. Not going to get the touch now. Dragonism the pass. There's nobody on the far left side to receive that pass. And No More Winning makes a pinch with the ball, and the final countdown starts. 5-4 to 3-1. And that ball, next time it touches the ground, it's going to be over. But Flick's determined to keep it up.
Come on, follow the rule of Rocket League. Play it out till it hits the ground. Nampa now at series point. Oh my McNuggets.
Yeah, it was pretty heavily favored on both sides. I rarely see boost use actually on the favor of like heavily one side or the other. Like I feel like it's just sort of like
typically 50-50.
That's how it's gonna be.
Unless there's like aggressive boost starving and resource stealing, which it may sound bad. It's not a bad thing. It is a genuine strategy. You don't always see it pulled out. But yeah, 50-50 is pretty standard. However, 11% shots on goal. That needs to change.
That drastically needs to change for the side of Mount Home if they want to see any level of progression to perhaps stealing back game number 3 and staying in it, because the fire's underneath them right now. They're sitting in a chair and the floor is lava. It's getting dangerous.
You gotta keep in mind that like we started today just shortly after a lot of kids finally make it home.
Yeah.
Like I myself, it took me until like 4 in the afternoon to make it home if I didn't have marching band. Yeah, I was a band kid, or robotics right after school. So a lot of these guys just got done with their school day. I know you get out like 2:30, but for me, it was a long bus ride back to my house.
Yeah. And for me, it wasn't. For me, it was like 7.
It took me 90 minutes, and I had to transfer 2 buses.
You know, my granddad said he had to walk 11 miles.
Where's to and from school?
Oh, man.
But with that being said, we got to cut these kids some slack, especially Mountain Home if they just got out of school, got out of doing homework. Still have an opportunity to bring this back in their favor. They got 5 minutes to show us what they got. Otherwise, Nampa will walk away with this series victory in a 3-0 sweep, and no one wants to be 3-0'd.
And that'd be the second 3-0 sweep we see today as well. Both the games would have been a 3-0 sweep. I would love to see a little more fight out of Mountain Home as well. I think the closer games are a lot more entertaining to watch as J-Dot's going to set up off the sidewall there, but there was no attacker in available position here. Dragonism still sticking with it after getting bumped, trying to get it over No More Winning. Gets a beautiful pinch, but Flicks back far enough to get the play off of it. No More Winning's going to get a demo here. This could be the chance for a counterattack, but not if there's a double commit and a pinch over the top of your net. Luckily for them, Flicks gets clear.
Flicks tries to pass No More Winning. Ball had a little bit too much momentum. Looks like J-Dot's going to be able to whip around No More Winning, steal the ball away, send it to Lewis Jr. Lewis tips the ball towards the net. J-Dot realizes it's off course and tries to reset the play. It's a double commit from Mountain Home defense to send it to midfield stripe. Dragonism's there. This is what happens when you double commit and both proceed to go with the double commit. Lewis Jr. takes it away. Defender had rotated forward to mid. There was nobody home and that net was free.
Yeah, Brazil has to do something here and, sort of caught in this middle ground of like, I either have to back up all the way and defend my net or I have to aggress here. And they chose aggress here. I don't, you have to pick one. There really was no right decision in that scenario because you're in a bad spot no matter what. J-Dot going to intercept the pass from No More Winning, though. Send it over to the other side. Dragonism takes a little bit of a longer route to stay in there. Now still sticking with the ball, but the read just wasn't there. But it doesn't matter because Lewis Jr. cleans it up.
What? Okay, so Dragonism takes a shot, realizes it's off. Drops down. Lewis Jr., no pressure, swoops around No More Winning and gets the tap in.
There's that ego and confidence we talked about in the side of Valorant. Because more than anything with Rocket League, especially, and as I'm talking, another goal gets scored there.
Act like it didn't happen. To continue.
After kickoff. Anyway, more than anything in Rocket League 2, confidence is key. Like, you need to have the confidence that you can score this goal, but you can go up there. There is a difference between, there is that fine line of overconfidence of, like, you are double committing with the teammate all the time and stealing all the boost and all the ball. But you need, the average quality Rocket League player needs to have the confidence that I can make these shots in the most difficult situations.
Yeah, and you need to have the confidence to go challenge the enemy when they are in possession of the ball. You can't just, as I mentioned earlier, be reacting to what they're doing. You have to force them to react to what you want them to do. Force them into a bad situation. In the words of Plato, one of our Overwatch players, you've got to box them like a fish. I don't know what it means either, but it seems to work.
I'm not even going to question it.
I don't. That's a top 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm not one to question a top 500 Overwatch player, but anyway, it's still Nampa with such a commanding lead right now, quite a bit of buffer zone, and yet to any real sign of major aggression or and sort of dictatorship over the field and the ball here so far. It feels like Nampa has them on a leash and sort of stringing them along however they want to.
The Nampa's Bulldogs, they have Mountain Home on the leash.
It's possible. You ever seen a Bulldog?
Yeah, I have.
Here.
I think they're cute.
They are.
That being said, Bruh is trying to put an end to Nampa's lead. Shot on goal was taken away by J-Dot. No More Winning. Trying to stop the winning streak for Nampa. Does not go answered well. Now Flicks comes to center it up. Challenged by Lewis. So shot goes off course, but I think we had an accidental own goal, and that's the first one from Mountain Home. Could this be the downfall of Nampa beginning?
What a beautiful dunk there. I don't know if Flicks...
Look at this. Look at this.
I don't know.
It went up, J-Dot.
I don't know if Flicks meant to do that, but take all the credit because that was beautiful to watch. And with under 2 minutes left, it was, soloed the team right there. Take 100% credit for that. But J-Dot looking for a little bit of revenge here is up in the air, but Lewis gets the redirect. No More Winning gets the right read and was able to save it. But now trying to go for a little bit of solo play and air drill themselves.
Oh, no, we needed to demo Dragonism.
Trying to go for a little bit of air dribble bump. Didn't quite work out the way they want. Oh, the shot's just a bit outside.
Hey, come on, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's about a minute 20 elapsing here so far left to play. J-Dot almost going for an own goal
Flicks,
again.
Come on.
Up in the air, there's a possibility.
No. You need to get in there, bruh. Come on. You can't just let Dragonism read it and wait for it on the ground. Go body Dragonism off the heckin' ball.
Playing Carver ball isn't a bad thing. They did it, but they did it before. I think that was at the beginning of the game. They got like three demos in this section of like a minute.
You don't even have to go for the demo. You just have to strike fear in the heart of the person who's operating the car.
Oh?
Just put the idea that they could be demoed in their head, and you start winning. J-Dot, you may not even need to touch that, but I guess you should have. There's no more winning man just to make the save. You have pass to Flicks. Flicks, you just have to flick it up over 2.
Oh?
It's the top corner. It's going to be cleared out by Dragonism. We are down to the last 30 seconds. Theoretically, we could see 2 goals scored here for the side of Mountain Home to tie us up and send us into overtime. But those 2 goals need to happen. One needs to happen like right now. Like right now, no more winning.
Oh?
Can you do it?
No,
come on,
Dragonism.
Flicks, can you do it?
Not only having a lot of goals, now having 3 saves. And the name 0 takes a shot. Oh!
Okay.
There's a game on the line. 9 seconds. I'll call it half a game. I'll call it 1/16th of a game, but it's a game nonetheless. 9 seconds on the clock. Second place, effectively first place on the line here as well.
Double commit off of kickoff from Nampa. 5 seconds remain. Ball needs to stay in the air at this point from Mountain Home to take it coast to coast and bring it home. Send it into the back of net Nampa. Ball cannot be grounded. Looks like Nampa made a mistake and let it stay in the air. Oh, but it was just one little bit too low of a touch coming out from Mountain Home. Such a close game. I almost had the opportunity to say the iconic line. I was really hoping I was going to be able to say it, but nonetheless, I digress. That being said, Nampa walks away with 3-0 victory.
Walks away seeing 2 3-0s today.
You know the line I'm talking about, right?
I believe I do.
Okay. Basically the same score line with the same amount of time left.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Then I definitely know. I know which one you're talking about. Then.
All right, player of the game. I'm not saying Dragonism. I'm going with Lewis.
Now you've put me. You've put me in a pickle in here.
We can agree on someone. I'm not putting you in a pickle. You could be like, you know what, Artie?
I feel
agree
like
with
a
you.
fish in a box right now.
I boxed him like a fish, guys.
What was it again? What was your
Lewis.
answer? Lewis? All right, let's agree. Let's go with Lewis
All right,
here.
we're going with Lewis. And guys, I get it that he popped off, but Dragonism got it last time. Either way, congratulations, Dragonism. You are our ICCU player of the game. The ICCU player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Dragonism is our ICCU player of the game, and Keegan is their actual name. I'm not sure what grade they are in high school.
One letter off of having an iconic name. The Walking Dead?
Oh, okay.
One too many E's, though.
Yeah.
But still, nonetheless, GG to Dragonism. GG's to every team that participated. In terms of Rocket League, 4 teams, 4 pretty solid teams nonetheless. But I now want to see this Nampa and Rigby matchup. The 2 teams that now,
Watch
almost
the
undefeated
VODs.
and undefeated.
All I got to say is watch the VODs.
Watch the VODs.
All right, do you have any takeaways from our Rocket League action this far?
Solid gameplay. I did get what I wanted because ever since the beginning of the broadcast, I was sort of mentioning I want to see rotations, a little better rotations, and I want to see backboard defense. Was it Dragonism that executed those? Yes. But nevertheless, I got to see it, so I'm really happy that a team did do that besides Rigby, because I expect that out of Rigby, seeing the same team that I saw, but also being a team that also wow, I just sort of lost my train. But seeing a team that also got rotations and had backboard defense. And I know Rigby is the team of caliber that does that. So I'm really excited to also see that Nampa does that as well, because Rigby's going to be the team that puts a lot of shots on backboard. So you got to practice it.
I hope to see more teams forcing another team to react to them rather than one team just chronically responding when we go into our next series of Rocket League games on another day. With that being said, we are going to bring you our top 5 plays of the game for Rocket League, brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering $20,000 in bonuses and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. You can reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming, but we'll be right here on Twitch a little bit longer after these top 5 plays. We'll go to a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll close out our Valorant series. So see you back here in just a few minutes.
Like to see, you know, rotations, but if I had to pick one, I would agree with you. But as we're bantering back and forth, Nap is just gonna get. These two players just have a level of chemistry right now, and they're dominating Boise High School.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. That player who just scored, their name has special character.
Their Dark Shepherd is gonna get there just in time. Stronic is going for the 50. Messi player gets around 1, but sets off Kristoff perfectly, not reading the opponent in the midfield. It's a goal scored on for it.
Here's my only concern. When teams tend to be off course and tries to reset the play, it's a double commit from Mountain Home defense to send it to midfield stripe. Dragonism's there. This is what happens when you double commit and both proceed to go with the double commit. Lewis Jr. takes it away. Defender had rotated forward to mid. There was nobody home, and that net was free.
Yeah, Brazil has to do something here, and you know, sort of caught in this middle ground of like, I either have to back. Not only having a lot of goals, now having 3 saves. And then name Zero takes a shot. Oh!
Okay.
There's a game on the line. 9 seconds. I'll call it half a game. I'll call it 1/16th of a game, but it's a game nonetheless. 9 make a solo play out of it. Isn't able to do it. Brazil off the side of the backboard there, and Dragons with a beautiful flick over the last defender. That is high dispatch of the opposition right there. Textbook play for Dragonism. Love to see it.
This is what's tragic, is that played too far back, wasn't able to read where the shot was going.
Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
It's me, your Idaho Central Credit Union app. Rough morning. Is that a mobile deposit? I got this. Beat it, Charlie. We're making money moves here. Cha-ching. And done.
Charlie, come on, outside.
Sorry about the mess. I'd help if I had hands. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
It's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
And welcome back to our coverage of the High School Esports Championships, coming at you live currently from the Boise State Esports Arena. I'm your host, Artie Rain, joined on desk by Colin Majunkin. Still, we're going to be the beautiful faces calling all the action for our next game. We are swapping back to Valorant, and we're going to be watching Boise take on Twin Falls. Now, some fun information here. Twin Falls won last spring in the state championships, whereas Boise won our kickoff tournament in the fall. So both teams have a championship title. Now it's an opportunity to really demonstrate who's the top dog here.
Yeah, I just feel like such a broken record at this point because I've been saying like, oh, I want to see these 2 and 3 teams go against each other. Like I want to see these top dogs. But now I'm actually seeing sort of the top dogs go against it. So far this entire day I've been getting my wish, and I do want to give a little a little pointer. The map that we're going at, rip Icebox. That's all I'm saying.
I'm getting my wish because I love Icebox. I'm a Sage main who just does dumb lineups on Icebox that my friends who are really good at hitting heads can capitalize on very quickly on A point. So if anyone ever figures out the stuff that I do or sees me play Valorant on Icebox, I apologize because my Sage play is abhorrent on that map. It's really annoying, but that's why I love it. And if you hate Icebox and you're stuck on it now, I'm sorry.
But bind.
Ugh, I hate smokes. With that being said, I may hate smokes, some people may hate Icebox, and some people might have the wrong opinion, really it's the right one, of liking Bind, but of course our opinions don't matter as much as Doc's keys to the game, and in Valorant in particular, they are focus the angles, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is a premier online platform for gamers seeking competition. If you are new to the scene, or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
Shots fired. We're not necessary. Bind's an okay map. As most of the competitive community. They will agree with me.
I do agree with you. Look, I just hate smokes. All right, so these are our current standings right now for Valorant. We have Boise High coming in as top dogs, 7-0. Twin Falls, who we're seeing in this game as well, 6-1. Followed up by Shelly, who's also 6-1. So, really, is Twin Falls going to just kind of solidify that second place, or are they going to win so heavy-handedly that they have the opportunity to usurp Boise High by winning another game and hopefully shaking Boise High enough that their second follow-up game after this doesn't go in their favor? Well, we'll see how this all begins on my favorite map of Icebox. I will enjoy it. I know it's out of competitive rotation, therefore I'll be playing casuals for the remainder of the Valorant season.
Oh no, it's out of everything.
My heart! I won't be touching Valorant! My clutch map is gone!
Clutch map, God. Clutch God, no more. Starting off pretty strong. Boise State's going to take down 3 of the Twin Fall players. We're only losing 1 of theirs. As far as piss around, the bird goes out. Is he able to get a blind?
Oh.
Solo. Solo gets 1. Looking for the second. Spamming the ghost. Running out of ammo. 3 enemies you got to deal with here. Only has 1 blind as well. Only 20 HP. They might know where he is. Oh. It's tough, but you almost clutched out. Actually, you're getting boxed in anyway. I didn't realize the jet.
Yeah, there was a pinch play happening. So that's first round of Boise High. We're going to get an instant replay here of when tragedy began to strike from one squad, where victory was in their sights for the other. This does mean Twin Falls, who's currently on attack, is going to have to just settle for pistols again. We have a jet already pulling out the Minutemen gun of the Marshall. Very cheap buy. Looks like rest of the team's going to be going with just some stingers and a classic for Reem.
You got to get at least 2 here, or you just risk
For
the Marshall
Buzzy?
name. Yeah.
All right. Buzzy, the challenge has been set. Can you meet it? Hawk goes out, blinds, I think 4 members at the side of Twin Falls.
Pausing a little bit. They don't have much info here, though. They don't have anybody that's really pushed up. Doesn't matter, though. Buzzy gets 1. Only needs 1 more.
To meet Colin's demands.
To meet my demands.
Now, to meet mine, you get an ace.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I know that's really difficult, and you've got a sniper.
With the Marshall, no armor. It's entirely possible, honestly.
It's a little difficult.
Ooh, Solo. Crouch peeking that, going slow around that corner. Is going to get the Sage heal. They are rotating off. I have the inkling suspicion that Boise High is aware of this rotation, and 100% they are.
Yep. That was a lot of right-clicking.
Spike down mid.
Genesis found Cost found Unknown, Reem found Genesis. So in bodies hitting the floor, Twin Falls came out in that exchange.
Last player standing.
Ooh.
Less on top. Reem does find Fortune. Twin Falls now just solo, left standing solo again for the second time in a crossfire. Breezy sending them to respawn.
Not aware, did not clear yellow. Definitely a lot of time to work with. Probably could have cleared yellow, but nevertheless, you only had a classic. Yes, would it have been nice to get the extra 400 credits when you get the plant down? Yeah,
You know,
but not essential at the end of the day.
I think this is an opportunity where I can say this. You know, we've got, both of us are pretty decent when it comes to the Valorant knowledge, but I feel like it'd be really funny to have a VAL coach with a Rocket League coach and an Overwatch coach here on desk. We like sit Koba, Coach Moore, like right here and like have him play that middleman, the true voice of reason. Because I'm always like, you have time. Time is a resource in this game. Use it to your advantage. You don't need to rush in. Look at how much you have left and capitalize on it. Coach Moore might be like, no, you hit that W key until you don't see anybody else in your sights. Like, I don't really know what the true call is there, Coach Moore.
Are we calling out Coach Moore to then get on the 3rd seat? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. It sounds like we need to be able to hot swap. Well, don't hot swap me out though. Like I'm saying, like you get the third. You get the third. We did have a try desk with the Overwatch cast that we had last week. Absolutely hilarious to see, but a full A push to clear up Maze.
Look at these Viper walls. Oh, it's disgusting, but I love it.
Nobody's yet to fully commit to plants.
I mean, would you?
Probably not, no.
Both of the Viper walls are up. No one has intel. No one has line of sight. Genesis will find Reem. So unfortunately for Boise High, they are down 1 for the first time.
39 seconds. They have yet to commit on site here. Both these Viper walls are now up again. The heal goes
my
out.
goodness. Not again. Ooh. Buzzy finding Solo.
It's a big loss here. Only 25 seconds left remaining. A endangering peak here. Probably can get the trade though, and Buzzy getting 1 more. Down to 2 players. Sends this over to clutch up, sees the head, taking the clicks, gets 1 on the flank. Oh!
The reload!
Hitting the feetsies, not gonna work out for you.
And the Sky is gonna get the defuse for the side of Boise High. So that's a 3rd round victory for Boise. Now Twin Falls should have enough to full buy this round, theoretically speaking. We'll have to wait and see if they have some shenanigans cooked up. I don't know. If they do, that is what I say. You can't eat at everybody's house.
This is actually, was that I think that was, they're full buying now, but I think normally most teams full buy off the 3rd round. So technically Boise High got a bonus round there, which is actually really hard because I keep wanting to say Boise State. So I'm having to pause and like retrain myself to say Boise High.
Struggle busing, and I'm currently your bus driver.
Fish in a box, complicated 0-0, the bus driver one, just top quality quotes, honestly.
Thank you. We do have Breezy find the first kill, taking out Twin Falls Arena. KOS is looking underneath tube, did not find anything. Poison wall goes down. Poison orb goes down. Genesis taking their sweet time, still over a minute on the clock. That's a lot of time in Valorant time.
Only Stinger available.
Oh, that's a lot of util. This is why A, I don't play Viper because I'm not good at placing util, and B, why I hate playing into Viper. But both teams have a Viper, so it equals out. You're both equally toxic.
a good Viper is this KOS Viper is taking advantage of Twin Falls sort of lack to commit to sort of just W key it in.
Oh. Fortune is, I think, at a sliver of health. If we swap POV, we might be able to see how low Fortune is. We won't be able to before they get healed up by their sage.
Ooh.
Unknown will go down to the enemy sky from the side of Boise High. Now there's just 2 left standing. Fortune, you need to flick this quickly. Oh, you started firing too soon, my friend.
Now it's just down to a Lonely Viper, a Stinger, and a Dream.
Clutch or kick, 10 seconds. Kill 5 of them.
At least get one. Minimum. Minimum. Get this person on the rotation.
You're on a...
Oh, coward hiding.
Rat angle. I'm here for it. Get him! Get him! Get him!
Hey,
yeah!
got the one. Got the exit frag. You run away. That's value. Plus bonus.
Money.
Yeah, so far just kind of picked this team apart, honestly. I think everyone got a kill. Actually, no. 4 out of the 5 got a kill.
Yeah, because the last duel that happened, one of them died. It wasn't a team ace.
You gotta ruin it, Twin Falls. Also, is Boise High's Sky a jigulator?
Not saying that name.
Yeah, I'm just a calculator.
I'm just saying Sky.
Fair. A little bit of slow walk over towards A here. Only 2 committed to it. Rame's gonna go ahead and watch the angle where flash goes out. Wall goes up on the side of A here, cutting off rotation angles. You have to fully commit here. They're doing their due diligence, clearing out every angle. They now know there's an orb being grabbed here, but it could be a fake. They don't know it quite yet. Volume Viper Molly's going to clear out the close corner here, but not aware the Phoenix already on the wrap flank. Phoenix has always played B and keeps going for this wrap flank. Might be aware of it now, though.
Fortune took out Buzzy, one of the top hitters for the side of Boise High. Lear goes out, is destroyed by Breezy. It's a duelist versus duelist, but I believe one of Twin Falls players is actually back there with the Reyna. Yeah, Viper and Reyna are there, but they've decided to walk forward and leave Viper to watch the flank. Empress gets instigated by Twin Falls. We hear the Lear bit pop as well. Unknown looking to clear around the corner.
Ooh.
Picks up one and goes for the plant. Could that be a confirm? They are marked. I totally forgot that Boise High had a fade.
Breezy on the flank, able to capitalize off the split attention, but Unknown's gonna get Breezy now. Just a 1v1, gonna use the fade.
Really? Was that necessary?
I actually like the play. Almost walls up to. Honestly, I'd go for the defuse. They're death. They can't hear it. Stick it. Pros don't fake.
Oh. Reem was so low on health. That was close.
Yeah, on 20 HP. Honestly, I like it because I
mean, it guarantees a defuse.
Yeah, that's and sort of like it gives you the highest possible chance of winning. So yeah, you probably could have gotten greater value out of it, but
truthfully, if I were in that safest position, I saw the Nightfall get popped, I knew there was no escaping it. I would have stayed near the middle.
Yeah, true. Instead of giving ground.
Away.
Instead of giving ground, yeah. I agree with that.
I would have started hucking my slow orbs onto that spike and then just been trying to do what I can.
Agreed, very agreed. But now Twin Falls 5-round deficit, and there's an op that they're walking into, and it's gonna find your Viper. Probably the person that you want least to die in that scenario.
Because you need that cover.
Yep.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
I mean, you still have the Lears, you have some Omen Smokes and a Paranoia, but you basically have to know where in the Nuggets that Jet is in order for those to work.
Yep. Ooh. Reyna's going to get a trade, though. Still a number disadvantage, but very winnable here. Reyna does no longer have ult, though. Used it last round to get anything. Gets another headshot. Isn't going to overheal or dismiss here. Still going back out to lurk here in mid, suspecting there's still one more there. Oh, 2 more. The Sova and the Omen. The Omen TPs into yellow. KOS here. Is it going to put a Viper Molly down? Fortune half health here. It could be dangerous trying to spam through the smoke. Isn't able to get it.
Poison's off.
Time is running out. There's still a little bit more to play with here. Honestly, Omen could TP out to A.
30 seconds left.
Get a fast rotation over here.
Oh, that's a cute spray. I'm jealous. Oh no, Buzzy goes down, but for Twin Falls, yay, that puts them up by 1. We use
One
a dismiss
enemy
for
remaining.
Solo. What in the McNuggets?
Wasn't able to see it, but Twin Falls getting their first W.
All right. I really...
I was not expecting that, honestly, with Buzzy having an operator. I was expecting Buzzy to have a lot larger of an impact. Actually, how did Buzzy die?
Buzzy had an up. That's all I gotta say. Maybe you should have stuck with the Marshall.
Facts. You like... I was going to say you crushed yourself by giving yourself an op because you got lazy with the one-shot weapon, but that just doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Smoke goes out A. Trying to get a little contention here.
I think... I think Boise High might be a little broke if they don't win this round. Yeah, they're gonna be a little broke, I think.
Yeah, especially if how Twin Fall wins this, because they have 4 ults available, while Boise High has 2 probably the most impactful ults that you could have available as well for their side. So definitely negate this. They're going to go and pull back here, but they might be running into a double flank. Are they going to be able to clear it? They don't clear Breezy.
Oh, shoot. All right, 2 for 2. Not really.
The res.
Kind of.
Bait.
All right, that's not good. Okay, that's good. That's not good. Never mind. The Twin Falls still ahead by 1. Agent-wise, not round-wise. I don't know what Solo was just looking up for. That was a Cypher camera spot. No, maybe looking for a Sova Dart.
Something of that nature. They actually, I think the smoke actually protected the Omen there. It did. I think Omen planted inside the smoke there. So it didn't get spotted by the Fade Eye, though. Had to pull off. But yeah, I do agree with that the Phoenix has flanked every round. Is that an op again on side of Breezy? That is.
No heckin' way. No heckin' way.
Gets one,
Where
gets
did
the
you,
heal.
Who bought you an op? Stop giving people ops when they die with them. Let them reap what they sow.
There,
exactly.
Yep. Now go grab the op.
Take it away.
And then go tell Breezy to...
Go yeet it off the map. Or did you keep it? Did you keep
Yeah,
it?
you gotta keep it.
You can eat it off the map. I mean, like...
yeah, you can.
All right, now here's the lineup that I do as a stage on A point. Is I run up that ramp from the right side doorway and I throw a slow orb that lands around that back right corner. Depending on what my team wants, I can get it onto the back catwalk or I can get it just in front of it. And then additionally...
On B?
On A side.
On A side.
And then I run forward near the orb and I ricochet a slow orb off of the wall on the right to throw the slow orb into the corner to the left of the old orb so that both areas are slowed when I go to grab the orb. And my team insta-pot shots whoever comes after me.
Yep. I think slows are probably one of the most underrated tactics. Go ahead and crouch. Oh, and they don't find it.
Oh, the dismiss is used. Get him. Get him.
Wow.
Yeah. Solo with a 3-piece. Can Solo get 2 more?
Solo died.
Solo died. I'll buy them lonesome. But it was a 3 for 1. It was worth.
It was very worth. Had massive amounts of impact. The KOS being 27 HP right now. Fortune has the operator here. I guess the one character, the mobility, though, they're going to trade out. But the op is going to go down here. I don't think you need the operator for this 27 HP Viper. The dart goes out.
Marshall v. Op. Oh, that was tragic, but maybe this is a sign.
But now on the side of Boise High, they're going to have money. If they have money, they're going to full buy, and they now have 3 ults that are online. Twin Falls also has ults online as well. Actually, all 5 of them. Wow.
Hit Q and win.
Yeah. I feel like Valorant is the one game where in terms of abilities and ultimates, it's definitely the game that, like, you can mess up your ultimate, and it goes really badly for you. Like, I sort of take Ramacha as sort of everything. It's very hard to mess up Ramacha's ult, but it's
a little easier
to mess up a Valorant ult.
Yeah, I agree with that. Unless you fat finger an ult in Overwatch, it's really like you Ajax a Lucio beat, that happens. You can sometimes get killed right as you instigate Mercy Valk. You can kill someone and shoot nano at them, and they die right instantly as soon as, like, before it connects, but you've already completed the animation, so you lose nano. But, like, tank ultimates, really, it's hard not to find value. Unless you earth shatter a wall. That cabbage got real confused for a moment there.
They almost didn't destroy it either. And they're going for the rotate here.
You know Breezy's going to be there. You better swing together. Don't you dare peek solo. You know they're there. Come on. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, Unknown. I appreciate you. Thank you. That is adapting.
Angle advantage. Reem is here. Catches one going across. They're a little away from it. Fortune is the operator. Both leaders are committed to that fight as well. Breezy's still sitting on this A site here. They see the head, not able to get it. Buzzy's able to get a lurking Genesis.
I never saw the danger sticker right there. Reem throws out the haunt. The Prowler, apologies.
Ooh. Okay, able to catch a rotation here. This is going to be interesting. They are unaware of a Buzzy that is on site. They're going to plant, though, but can't see it. Fortune's going to get the trade. Oh, but Buzzy gets 3? That was so that's in.
Playtime, playtime. Oh!
Oh, they weren't aware.
Playtime! That was bad communication. We can't hear the comms, but you couldn't tell. That Jet was not informed.
Ooh, now knows. You have Sova ult. Run away. Play,
just
play post plant.
Wait for the tap. Touch.
Okay.
Or you don't need to because you know you're going to win the gunfight. Take the op. Take the op.
There it is. There it is. I like the point. I like the absurd point at the TV to take the op.
As if these guys could see me. I'm ESPing to them. Take the op. Take the op.
Buzzy almost did bring that back. If I'd wonder, did KOS see that though, or was KOS pre-firing?
Truly, I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. And we will probably never ever know.
All I can say is that Twin Falls has an operator and they didn't pay for it. Go again.
Oh, you ain't coming back.
Breezy getting 1, Breezy getting 2.
But Breezy is 11 health. Breezy needs. Oh, they were in run it back. Never mind.
That's insane value right there. And now they know there's a lot here.
KOS is broke though. How to share it. Buzzy did pop Blade Storm. Trailblazer's gonna go in. Runs the corner. Doesn't find the Reyna. Lear is pop. Breezy finds a third. I'm sorry, Sova. Your name is still confusing me, and I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. Fortune gets Buzzy. Fortune goes down to KOS. It's just Solo, alive and well. It's going to use the overheal. Can you find the Sky? Finds the Sky. That's another opportunity for an overheal. Why don't you just go grab it, go grab it, and go challenge KOS. Go, 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 go.
Oh. It was definitely a very winnable round for the side of Solo.
And look, I've said it before, and I said this yesterday. If you know you're getting pinched, and odds are, I really think Solo knew that they were getting pinched, you need to pick a front and go.
Yeah, you sort of just need to press the W key on some location and go for it.
And you had a resource right there as well.
Yeah.
Grab the overheal and go running at that human being. I don't care.
Probably challenge. Depending on how confident you feel, which I imagine Solo is feeling very confident, you could challenge the person in CT there, because it's a little more open. It's a little more open area, and I feel Reyna has the one ability that is able to challenge open area fights.
The Lear with unlimited radius.
Yeah. I don't think any more Lears were available, but at that point you had no ability, so you might as well just challenge the open fight.
Plus, you could have grabbed the overheal.
Yeah.
Like that's really what hurt my soul right there.
Yeah.
Trailblazer's already burned. Twin Falls. 4 ults, their Reyna's dead. KOS destroyed them. Unknown is going to res them. Wall goes down. Buzzy was just spray firing, so definitely they're aware. At least we have the Sova watching flank here for Buzzy. They're not making the same mistake again.
But now is off the flank watch. Oh, but Dart might be committed. Oh. Jinx is going to back off here and play for the mid. Playing for the rotation here, which they might be going in for. Genesis is playing this super close angle here. Oh, for a second thought about committing ultimate here.
Let the intrusive thoughts win. Let the intrusive thoughts win.
Oh, you
30
never rehit a
seconds
site.
left.
You never rehit a site. It's rule like number 15.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
Spike down
I'm sorry. Just gets one, though. There's only 2 left. The spikes are going to go down only a couple seconds, though. Rib's going to dive in, and that's the round going for the side of Boise High.
I cursed that one.
that was a good one, though. That was a good line. I'll give it to you. Oh, and then
Last
Breezy gets the
round
extra
before
frag.
the switch.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
That had me, that had you laughing, that had production laughing. I heard it all. That's the first round Boise High has won in, I think, like 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but hear me out. Boise, they had 5 rounds in a row,
Yeah.
and then Twin Falls, they got 4. Pretty equal. But, I mean, Twin Falls can look to end this 5-7. Not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, even ending the round at an 8-4 isn't bad either.
No, yeah, 100%. You've definitely seen, in your ranked matches, competitive, collegiate, high school, and, professional. There are so many matches that go 8-4, and, there's the possibility of turning it around, especially on the side of defense.
I'm sorry. I'm just in my mind. I'm just every time I'm playing, someone's like, "It's the 10-2 curse. It's the 12. It's the 11-1 curse." And I'm like, the only curse I believe is the 8-4 curse, and that's just because it is a logical situation when someone can turn the game around.
Not even 9-3.
No, the only one I believe is an 8-4.
Fair.
I don't know why, that just seems to be the right combination. Have I broken it down to the true stats of the numbers? No, but we have Solo coming in and deleting some of Breezy's numbers, taking them out first. Boise High down 1, Spike already down for Twin Falls.
Ooh, but a good, or actually a really bad plant location for the side of Twin Falls. Unknown does get 1, but it doesn't matter because...
Oh, the defuse went off for the Nightfall. I forgot.
Well, that as well, and also KOS was completely covered. We'll see here in a second that KOS was covered.
Wait, was KOS in the Omen smoke?
No, just look where they started the plant. They were behind the wall. They didn't know, and they probably figured that they got off the spike.
No, that's so tragic.
That is generally why you put the bomb where the site starts. You put it like right there, so they're forced to plant in an open area. Tragic, but like you said, 8-4 is a very comebackable situation.
It's doable. It ain't GG until the last round's over.
Exactly. And then you don't. GG. Joji? Ooh, Dart gets a little bit of information there.
Time to get overstimulated with all the Viper util. It's about to be dropped on B site. Boise High did something we have not seen any of our teams do today, which is abandon spike, try to get intel. They default pushed first, got some util out on A site, and are now rotating towards B.
That is, we did not see it at all through Twin Falls. They never split a site. They never split the map. They stuck as a group and either, sort of 3-man hit it or 5-man hit it, wherever the numbers were, and Breezy's going to get 1. Being the good initiator they are, they clear yellow. KOS getting 1 as well. Already down 2 numbers. Breezy takes another fight, going to clear out the top fragger for that Twin Falls, but Breezy goes down. Losing their first here, but Twin Falls only has 2.
2v4, you take out 2 apiece, you're fine.
Could be.
Revealing area.
Especially with pistols. Or ghost.
I like the ghosts. I'm a ghost enjoyer. Ooh, that was a little bit of a whiff. I don't think that landed on anybody.
I think they're
Ooh! From the high ropes to the steel chair. It's Sova. But Sova goes down after getting whacked 1 time.
Not able to clutch it out. I'm not exactly where they were. Definitely see Breezy come alive in this start of it, and more than ever.
And then he got unalived.
Yeah, then he got unalived. Yeah, the good things must always come to an end.
Yes, Colin Sensei.
I have all this knowledge in my head. I gotta let it go.
It's finals. It's okay, guys. Let us have our moments. We are off our rockers.
Oh, okay. Wait, no.
Wait,
He got the hit too.
Yeah, confirmed it through the cloud
but
smoke with the haunt. Oof, that's rough.
unknown here. The Stinger could be good. Charge into maze. Get 3 here. They're not on site. They have yet to plant Spike. Actually, where is Spike Carrier? Who is Spike Carrier? Spike is down. What am I thinking?
We're tired.
Still, everyone just sitting on maze, sitting on top of maze too.
Unknown. Yikers. Genesis did end up taking down the enemy Sky. 3v2 favoring Boise High right now. Can't really hear Spike.
It's going to blow up in like 5
Yeah,
seconds.
I think Soloed is just maybe trying to see if someone comes back to attacker spawn. I like the gun swap. However, you should probably reload.
5 bullets in a dream. 10 HP too. Yeah, I definitely don't
They
want
all
to
went
die.
up the other way. I'm glad that Solo decided to reload. A free gun.
Free gun, and I think at that point you don't die to the bomb either. You don't get that bonus from dying at that ult point, especially because you're Reyna. Your ult's 6 points. 2 good rounds and you have your ultimate right back up there. So but not even that. 1 good round and you have your ultimate right back up there. So
Yeah, I don't like Reynas that do that. They make me not want to play.
not want to play the Smurf.
Because 2 of those ult points in those 2 rounds are me.
Fair, Val. A full push, or not full push, 4-man push through mid right now.
Poison Orb's gonna get dropped. Okay. It is the attacking team's Poison Orb. It's gonna kind of instigate.
Just spray. Oh.
Oh, they are. He chose to just use it as cover. Jet has Tailwind up onto the walkway. Forge.
We're staring at the wall.
KOS with 2. 2 left standing for Twin Falls. Again, not possible.
Oh.
3 left standing for the side of Boise High. Definitely still doable. We got the reload. Guardian and a Bulldog. Relatively decent weaponry. Not the best, but gotta take your time and land at those headshots. Buzzy, fortunately, knocks down Twin Falls to just 1 player left standing. Trailblazers committed. Concuss happens onto Genesis. Attackers win, and that puts Boise High within 2 of winning out this game.
I do like that in the side of Boise High to see them use util, even though they know we have the number advantage. We probably could swing this person, and it wouldn't really make a difference. I do like that because that just shows they're still locked into the game. They're not taking anything for granted. And so far on the side of attack, they've seemed a lot more coordinated than they did on defense.
Defense, they seem to be playing a little bit more
to the level of Twin Falls of sort of like just stack a site and everyone just fight.
Oh, I was going to say a little bit more ego-y because there was a lot of flanks happening, a
Yeah.
lot of 1v1s, but they knew like, ooh, Soloed, is that a judge? Are you going to judge him? Yes. Okay, we used the dismiss and full health, full armor still. I'm shocked Trailblazer actually, what a misplay, in the words of Fish. I'm shocked Trailblazer did land that concuss. I didn't think it would.
Oh,
Ooh.
what a play.
That's tragic.
Sad to see a judge go down so early, especially with so much potential there. Due diligence, making sure nobody's coming up flank here. The flash.
Whoopsies.
Gonna blind a teammate. My bad, teammate. Carry on. Ooh, adjudicating.
Sova has 5 health, walking towards the Sage, saying, please tell me you have heal, please. Please, I beg of you, I need help.
Welcome to my world.
Oh!
Unknown did have heal, but Sova did not. You can see Sova's corpse is right there. Did not make it over to the Sage in time. Hawk confirms Sage's location. Was that a second one that was thrown out too? I think I saw the second one get thrown.
This is a rough situation to be in. Honestly, I don't think Sage needs to save. They can try to just go in for the exit frag at this point. You gotta be playing for next. They get the first one. Can they get another? They get a gun. Now I would say get out alive. You've got a Vandal. Get out.
Going stairs, though. They're a little bit aware of the teammate pings. Are they aware of the timing? They were. But the Bulldog just a bit too strong. Oh, wow, and a 7 HP. and a dream there. Now Boise High simply one round away from taking it all, taking the series. I want to see that fire back in Twin Falls again, where they got 4 rounds in a row. Something was clicking. Something was clicking that they were doing, and you know, they got to find that result again.
Get that ego. Pull it back. Know you can take these duels, but instead of forcing a duel, force a 2v1 in your favor.
Very true.
Old Doc's key to the game. Never take a fair fight.
Never take a fair fight. Oh, unknown did not make an attempt to get to the crosshair head section of Buzz. Let's take the rope. Not going to find it, though. Silva.
Come on. Yes. 5 health. Oh, unfortunately, Silva goes down to KO shortly thereafter. Empress is instigated by Solo.
Oh, the flank.
Breezy again? Wait. You got an Odin? You about to turn this poor Phoenix into Swiss cheese. There's 1. Can you make more slices? There's 2.
Oh, the knife play. No, not in the last round.
And that is going to be it for our game here at Valorant on Icebox between Twin Falls and Boise High. Boise High will come out on top, winning out the series. I do believe that that's all we got, right?
It should be.
Like that's it.
But we're just humble casters.
Yeah, I know. We gotta do our thing and make these people look even better. Like they really need our help, honestly. Just clip what you want. But we might be able to provide you some clips nonetheless, because we can give you our ICCU player of the game. Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I understand that this person probably really upset some players today, and I apologize, but my top 5, my ICCU player of the game, go to Breezy.
Really? I was gonna do Solo.
It's either Breezy, Solo, and Jet. I apologize. I'm very tired. Whomever was playing Jet.
Oh, I thought it was Buzzy.
Buzzy, yeah. So Breezy, Buzzy, or Solo.
Yeah.
There's our 3. We used to do a trio, but we're covering our bases here.
Covering the base.
Are we completely wrong? It's Breezy.
Hey.
All right. Congratulations, Breezy. You are the ICCU player of the game. The ICCU player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union. Believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Breezy, you are our Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game for Valorant today. Nicely done. You play like a rat, and I respect it. I'm not bold enough to take those flanks. After all, I'm a Sage player, and I'm always like, Reyna, keep me safe.
This kill's big because, killing Solo there, could have been, it's always those what ifs, but could have been the one that turned it around, especially with an Odin as your backup as well. Could have been big, but yeah, GG to both these teams that ended up playing out, and some solid players on both sides of the team. Definitely 2 players I could highlight on each side that I'd look forward to seeing in the future. Especially Boise High's attacking methods. I really like the way they attack. They definitely switched it up when they swapped sides.
They definitely do some VOD reviewing. With that being said, we still have the top 5 plays of the game. You might see some people get turned into Switch cheese with an Odin. You might see some multi-kills with some operators, or you might see someone die instantaneously after peeking a corner with an off, and instead the person who picks up their gun getting one of the top 5 plays. With that being said, our top 5 plays are brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering $20,000 in bonuses and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuardGaming. From all of us here at Boise State, thank you so much for joining us here tonight, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful evening. Colin is doing a little dance on desk. With that being said, there we go. This is a rare occasion where we have the duo for our closing. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us here. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Not again. Ooh. Let's see. Find Solo.
It's a big loss here. Only 25 seconds left for Manning. A endangering peak here. Hard can get the trade though, and Buzzy getting 1 more. Down to 2 players. It's up to the Sova to clutch up. See.
Ooh. Buzzy, find Solo.
It's a big loss here. Only 25 seconds left for Manning. A endangering peak here. Hard can get the trade though, and Buzzy getting 1 more. Down to 2 players. Steps this over to clutch up, sees the head, taking the right.
Balls. We hear the Lear bit pop as well. Unknown looking to clear around the corner.
Ooh.
Picks up one and goes for the plant. Could that be a confirm? They are marked. I totally forgot that Boise High had a fade.
Breezy on the flank, able to capitalize off the split attention, but Unknown's gonna get Breezy now. Just a 1v1, gonna use the fade ult.
Really? Was that necessary?
I actually like the play. Almost walls up to. Honestly, I'd go for the defuse. They're deaf. They can't hear it. Stick it. Pros don't fake. Oh. Sky has two probably the most impactful ults that you could have available as well for their side. So definitely gate this. They're going to go and pull back here, but they might be running into a double flank. Are they going to be able to clear it? They don't clear Breezy.
Oh, shoot. All right, 2 for 2. Not really.
The res.
Kind of.
Bait.
The slow orb into the corner to the left of the ult orb. So that both areas are slowed when I go to grab the orb, and my team instantly